Star Trek is one of the most iconic and beloved sci-fi franchises in television history, but behind the scenes, the journeys of many actors were far more complicated than fans realized, with several departing the series for reasons that went beyond simple contract expirations or creative choices, revealing a web of personal struggles, professional frustrations, and sometimes outright clashes with producers and fellow cast members. For example, Leonard Nimoy, who immortalized Spock, left Star Trek, the original series, not because he didn't love the role, but because he was concerned about being typecast and wanted to explore other acting opportunities, feeling that the character, while groundbreaking, limited his artistic range, a dilemma many actors face after iconic roles. Meanwhile, Nichelle Nichols, who played Lieutenant Uhura, initially planned to leave the show due to limited screen time and dissatisfaction with the way her character was developed, but she was famously persuaded by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. himself to stay, highlighting not only the personal ambitions of actors, but also the broader cultural significance of their roles in promoting representation and diversity. Then there's George Takei, who, despite his later success and advocacy, encountered challenges including feelings of frustration over storylines and character development for Sulu, compounded by occasional tensions within the cast and production that made continuation difficult. In Star Trek: The Next Generation, Denise Crosby's departure as Tasha Yar was reportedly fueled by dissatisfaction with the writing for her character and the desire to pursue other projects, showing how creative differences often drive actors away even in beloved series. Similarly, Will Wheaton, who played Wesley Crusher, left after feeling typecast as the young prodigy and wanting to avoid being pigeonholed, seeking instead to build a career beyond the shadow of a sci-fi icon. These departures weren't always smooth. Sometimes they involved contract disputes, sometimes personal conflicts, and other times a simple clash between an actor's vision for their career and the realities of working in a high-pressure, fast-paced television environment where storytelling and network demands often trump individual desires. The pressures of being in such a cult franchise also meant actors had to deal with intense fan scrutiny and media attention, which could be overwhelming, and led some to step back for mental health reasons or to protect their privacy. Some left only to return later in guest roles or in related Star Trek movies, underscoring the complex relationship actors have with their Star Trek personas, both grateful for the opportunities and wary of being forever defined by them. The reality is that behind the futuristic worlds and epic space adventures, the actors faced very human struggles, navigating the challenges of fame, typecasting, creative fulfillment, and personal growth. These departures remind us that while Star Trek boldly went where no one had gone before on screen, the journey behind the scenes was often a bumpy ride marked by difficult decisions, ambitions, and a desire for respect and meaningful work. In the end, whether leaving to chase new opportunities, to protect their personal lives, or to find creative satisfaction, these actors' choices were driven by deeply personal reasons, making their stories resonate beyond the screen and adding layers to the legacy of the Star Trek franchise that fans celebrate today.